it's me, Tiffany. Hello. It is I, the lesbian straight woman guy. And it's Tuesday, and today was such a long day. Like, holy shit. Like, not I don't want to say it was like a long day. God, what is my hair doing right now? I don't want to say it was like a long day as in like, oh my god, I had like a bad day, but like just like it felt so long. Like it just felt like it went on forever. I'm glad that it's finally like at nighttime, you know? God, this hair, I swear. I'm gonna have to go get like a hat or something. But anyway, I wasn't really sure what to play today. I feel like my lights are a little bright, so we're gonna bump those down just a little bit. I wasn't quite sure what to play, but I've been having fun with this game, and I thought it would be fun to play for just a little bit, maybe an hour or two. Maybe we'll do Faz later. I don't know. Getting the game launched right now. Maybe Fallout. Who knows? I think I want to take a quick day or two away from The Sims. I need to like step back and reset my brain with that game, because I feel like I was bordering on overdoing it. So I was like, yeah, no, let's not overdo that. Yeah, see, this game is so loud. Let's like lower a bunch of stuff so it's not like too fucking loud. Close. All right, cool. Anyway, let's jump on over to here. I don't know why it's doing this, but like if I go into the game and I give it like a second, there. See, I don't I don't get it. But anyway, oh my god, I'm so tired. I don't know what the fuck is happening. Like, I had that really bad headache yesterday that hasn't really gone away. It's just not as bad right now. Let's see. Okay, so we have to go over here. Perfect. It's just not as bad right now. Like, it could be worse, but I'm just exhausted. Like, just so tired all the time. But I don't know. I think part of it's stress. I think part of it's just being alive. I've been looking for jobs. Still no fucking luck. But like it's hard because a lot of the jobs that are available right now are customer service stuff, and that is literally the last thing. Like, I will actually live on the street before I do another customer service job. And I mean that like wholeheartedly. People think I'm like joking or that I'm like stuck or whatever about that stuff. They're like, it's not that bad. I'm like, I will literally die before I go back. And they're like, well, that's a bit dramatic, isn't it? And I'm like, yes, it is. And that's why. I hate it. They're not worth it. I'm not saying nobody should do those jobs. It's just extremely not for me. I've moved away from them and I shall never go back. I've considered and considered and considered. I just don't think that the toll that would take, like mentally, to put up with that would be anywhere near worth it at all. And so that's why I'm just like, yeah, no. Fuck that. Okay, so from what I understand, we just need to move this stuff-ish or something. Like, so I'm trying to think of how explain. Grid offline, generation usage is 57. Okay. What else can we do? So that's on. We should turn this one off. This one should turn on, which I don't think is going to help anything because there's so much stuff. This one is already off. Okay, good. I think we just kind of have to wait for the weather because these sort of generate differently at different times of the day. I'm trying to think what I want to do because I want to get this back up and running, and then we should, wow, forgot you can't zoom in on the map. So over here I have a thing set up and I want to start getting some stuff processed and like automated for the next step. to what we're doing. I don't know where my brain's going with all this sentences, but yep, cool. No, the goal is to, yes, seriously, what is going on with my brain right now? Holy shit. What we need to do is make some stuff, and the resources to make that stuff is over there. So we're gonna go over there. There. God damn, my brain. Oh, hey, Jesse. This is a relatively new game. Let me see when it actually like came out. I think it's like less than 6 months old. Let's see, store page. November of 2021. Yeah, so it's new. It's not even close to being done yet. It's in alpha, but it's a lot of fun so far. It's like Satisfactory, if you've ever seen that game. But essentially, the long of the short is you're on this abandoned, or I guess not so much abandoned, but like this planet that's covered in like garbage and stuff like that, like over here. It's got a bunch of junk piles and stuff everywhere, and you go through and you clean it up and use those resources that you gather from all of this like actual garbage to create a factory to produce resources that you have to put into these giant terraforming monoliths to make the planet like better, I guess. So like I finished the first one, and so now we have like an atmosphere, and then the next one, I'm not even sure what the next one does, but we have to put like a ton of like phosphorus and a whole bunch of other stuff. So it's like Wall-E. It really is. It's like Wall-E the video game, and it's kind of great. It's really janky, and like you can tell it's like super early in development because like the UI is a bit weird. Balancing is really awkward in it as well, but it's a lot of fun. Am I really just not making that much power? Do I need to make like another fucking thing? Oh, we only need a couple of gears. That's easy enough. It's funny because Satisfactory is like the opposite of this, where it's like exploit the planet, and this one's like save the planet. Let's see, where do we want? Oh, see, now it starts working. Let's put this one just over here. I guess we could just put it in the middle. It's fine. It's not important. We're gonna be tearing this all down in a second anyway. Just need it up and running long enough for me to move stuff around. There we go. Farm together. I've had that on my wish list for a long time. Is it fun? I'm always, because like I feel like I saw somebody else play it, but it has like this mobile game style like real world time that you have to wait for stuff, and that seems a bit, that sort of scares me away a little with it, but it looks fun, which is why I'm like, maybe that's not so bad. You like it? Oh, see, I should wait and see if it goes on sale soon, and then I could like get it, because I think it looks like fun. I need to go see, where's that laser? I should move that stuff over here so I can grab more resources. This game's actually weirdly pretty for what it is. Let's see, that's good. And this is empty. Oh my god, I'm gonna fall asleep. There we go. The Fallout 76 had a bunch of updates recently on their test server. I have thoughts on what they did. I don't know if they're good or bad, but they are thoughts. I guess I can't say I'm surprised. That's all I can like really defer. Power. Man, we don't have the resources to make another one of these, but we could totally make like one of these. We'll just make another one of the really fancy ones that make 10 times the amount of resource or power that we need. It'll be fine. I think I'll need one anyway later on when I go through to move all this stuff somewhere else. Oh shit, I made too many. Oh my god. Okay, let's go put this over here. Man, I'm sad that Satisfactory isn't like a content drought. I think that's one of the reasons why I really wanted this game as much as I did when I saw it, because I actually really like Satisfactory. It's one of the games that it has the most time in, but they haven't had like a major update since last year. Modern futuristic, but also steampunk. It is. That's one of the cool things about it. It's got this weird like futuristic, rustic look to it. And the more you do, the more you'll get like the newer technology to improve things better. Let's see. Is that gonna clip or cut anything? No. Cool. So now we can collect resources. So we just let that thing run and it'll slowly cut down all of that. We just have to check in on it every now and then to make sure it doesn't fill up. And then we can take the resources from there, put them in here. How's this thing doing on processing stuff? 108. Nice. Okay. So how do I want to do this? We could, so this takes that, but what are those filters made of? It's weird. Where Satisfactory, you have unlimited resources. This one, at least from what I can tell, has somewhat limited resources. And so what you have to do is kind of keep moving. Like you can't really set up like a huge factory. You have to set up something a little bit smaller and then sort of move as you go. But I also think where I'm located at now is kind of a problem because there's no resources over here because these junk piles eventually get destroyed. But I think, I don't know if the nodes are unlimited, but there are these nodes that we've been I have stuff set up at that are supposed to have stuff in them. I just don't know if it's infinite or not. And so that's what I want to go set up next. Let's cut this down. But what do these even make? I need to start at like the end and make my way backwards with the processing of things, and that's the weird part. Okay. Oh, I see what happened. Exit to main menu, or no, save. See, here's definitely a bug. The UI disappeared. If I press escape, it's there, but if I do anything else, it's gone. Like, the map shows up, but nothing else. Like, my inventory's gone. I can't see anything at all. So go to the main menu. Yes. Surviving Mars. I haven't played that game in forever. That game's a lot of fun, too. Because that's made by the same people who made City Skylines. There we go. That's the word I was trying to think of. That game's also really fun. I hope they come out with another one, or somebody comes up with like another another really nice city builder like that to take over, since pretty sure Sim City and all of its related content, at least on a PC, is completely dead, like forever. I don't think we'll ever see another Sim City, at least not in the next 5 years. Because rumor has it they're working on Sims 5, but everybody's anticipating it to be online, and so we're just like, oh great, another 2013 issue, cool. Okay, so this in theory has unlimited sand. I just don't know if that's true. So this has that. Man, how do I want to do this? Because this is all so weird. I think the dev team for this is also like super small. I'm not sure how big specifically, but if I recall, it's like real tiny. Okay, so that's there. I think it's over here. VR chat room. Honestly, that's what it sounds like, and I'm gonna be so upset. The Sims is not a series that's supposed to be online. Like, there was The Sims Online, which was different, and it was made by Maxis, but that game was specifically tailored to be a spin-off of The Sims, but online. But the next, like, main staple of The Sims should not be online. Everybody who plays The Sims is a shut-in. We're just sad, like, lonely people who want to be able to live vicariously through The Sims. Don't make me try to interact with other people. How dare you? Man, this is gonna be... Am I gonna have to run belts, like, all the way across everywhere? I mean, I guess I have to. I don't really see any other choice. All right, well, let's see. Player, connections... Drone pad, assembler, ground extractor, purification and refining plant using advanced filters, crusher. Okay, so what the fuck is this? And why is it so thick? It's so... Oh, there we go. What's this? Recipe. Potassium ore and a crusher. What? You have to make... Oh my god. This is so much. You have to continually make... Oh no. Okay. Which one has glass? That is so loud. This one does not have glass. I think the intention is that you don't have a constant production line and you're supposed to set it up differently for... at different times, but that feels weird. But I think that's a me problem and not a game problem. I think that's something I'm just not used to. Production. God, these things are so big. She said. Okay, so this makes glass. Okay. So if this produces sand, what does this other thing over here produce then? I almost feel like I need to move my fucking teleporter. I miss the older days of The Sims. Like Sims 2. I don't want to say The Sims 2 was the best Sims, but I feel like it had the closest feel to a proper idea of what a Sims game would be because of how much it had so many small details for it that were really, really neat, like the way that people would jump on couches and when they were cooking they would open drawers, and like it's that really tiny things that made it really fun. And I think there was like tons of different death animations and all kinds of stuff like that, whereas The Sims 4, there's like maybe 2 or 3 animations out of the like 20 different deaths. So this produces phosphorus. Okay. I don't know what that means, but I don't know what it means, but this produces phosphorus. Got it. And it just feels like a weird watered down version of The Sims. And The Sims 3 took it in a great direction as well. It just kind of pulled back again on what The Sims 2 had, but excelled in other areas. Like if there was a baby between The Sims 2 and The Sims 3, I think that would be the absolute perfect game, like ever. Throw in some SimCity aspect to it somehow too. Call it a day. That'd be intense. That'd be so much. I mean, Spore existed though in 2008, so I don't really know what EA's excuse is at this point. If you can pull off Spore back on like Windows XP, you can pull off a proper Sims game on Windows 10. That's all I'm saying. My God, where does this want to go now? Right here? Okay, wait. I don't even know what I'm doing right now. Hello, how are you? I'm doing good, but I'm tired. I'm alive and sleepy. All right, hold on. Where do I want this? I need this because this turns that into glass. I don't know why I need it, but I do. I was messing with this the other day and I've forgotten all about what is even happening. I feel like I need foundations. I feel like that's a problem I'm having right now. Stuff is not flat. What if we go... Where's like a high point? And then we'll just kind of use that as like a place to work from. Seems a bit too high. This seems too high. Too many drugs. Really just want to add gas cans for oxygen tanks. Man, I was struggle busting last night. I was trying to make like this island house in Sulani. Holy shit. That is so far out of my wheelhouse when it comes to like style. And like the sad part is you can sort of fake it till you make it with a lot of different things because a good chunk of the packs blend together really well. There's not a lot of island themed stuff that really goes together. A lot of the other packs have this like postmodern or modern look to them that doesn't, it's not that it doesn't go well with the island pack, but there's not like other stuff packs or anything that sort of bleed with that really well. To do someone else's pharmacy. Oh man, see, that's another thing I miss from like The Sims 3 is that there was like proper stores and stuff. Like, yeah, there were rabbit holes, which kind of sucked in its own way, but it was still nice to be able to do stuff. The Sims 2, you could actually go grocery shopping, which I'm sure some people found annoying, but I thought it was fun. I thought it was endearing. I like the mundane. Give me as realistic of a game as possible. I feel like I might be overdoing this. I don't really know how big I need this to be. But I mean, fuck around and find out is my motto. Where the fuck did these two things come from? Excuse me? Okay. Okay, game. There's mods for grocery shopping. That was like one of the funnest parts about The Sims 2 is you'd actually have to have someone bring you food. Like you couldn't just have it deducted from your income. You had to have shopping. You had to have shopping. Wow. Wow. You had to do the shopping. My brain is not here today. Although I will give credit. They did sort of bring that back with the Henford on Bagley situation. Oh man, how do I want to do this? Because this is a lot. This thing is huge. Yeah, the cottage living one. That one did bring back grocery delivery. I just wish it was more. What is going on with this? I wish it was like in the base game the way that it was like in the other ones, because it does feel a bit awkward that you don't have to like have like bills essentially. Like you don't have to like make sure that you have enough money for groceries because you get paid every day instead of like bi-weekly or weekly. How dare they eliminate bisexuals? That's like super far. Am I gonna be able to do this? I might have to do something weird. I think this will work. Okay, this is gonna get super janky super quick. Oh, I'm completely out of uh-oh. That didn't last long. That didn't last long. Good thing I have a bunch being made over here. God, that's so loud. I have the volume turned way down on this and it's still just so loud. But I think there's a bug where certain things are way louder than others. Is this working? This is working, it's just out. Let's go check on this thing over here. I just miss my erratic fairy from The Sims 3. Oh god, where am I at? What's going on? Spicy milk was a bit weird. If something spicy make more sense, acting like chocolate food makes chocolate milk is weird. Fairies. I want fairies back. I had an insane, erratic, like unstable, like I gave her all of the bad traits that you could give somebody in regards to some level of like mental stuff in The Sims 3. She was completely unhinged and it was the best time. She was so much fun. For fuck's sake. Like, let me see if I can find, I have screenshots from this because it was so funny. I mean, I still have the game. It's not like I can't open it in like 2 seconds, but still. Sims 3. Screenshots. Like, look at this. I want this back. There was a glitch and for some reason the things disappeared, the bars disappeared, the blurry bars, and she was like screaming at a toilet and I had to take a photo of it. Oh yeah, she fell in love with an alien in a cemetery. They went on a date at a cemetery. And then she ended up getting pregnant and having a baby. She also lives on an island completely by herself with her baby. And then her baby grew up and ended up having an imaginary friend. Just her existing in general. Yep, more of her just existing. Oh, so the imaginary friend eventually grew up, or like we made them a real person, and then the imaginary friend and then the baby grew up into teenagers, and then her dad came and abducted it. I didn't even tell him because this alien was autonomous. This alien was its own thing. Completely. Like I exclusively played Kathy and her daughter, but I didn't even touch her daughter except for when she needed to have like, hey, go eat something if she didn't do it on her own. I exclusively played Kathy. The game just had the dad abduct the son or the teenage the fucking imaginary friend because they started dating and I thought that was so fucking funny. More Kathy existing. The daughter and the imaginary friend who are now dating teenagers, they're having a study session with a friend. Kathy decided to join them. Why can't you say it like that with babies in The Sims 4? Right? Babies are actual objects in The Sims 4 though. Like that's what I think is absolutely hilarious. They're just literal objects. And in this game, they're things, they're people, they're real. They're not like an object that you can find and debug. Oh, and then they went to prom together. And then that's as far as that storyline went. I haven't played the game in a while. I should go back to it sometime. I think it would be so much fun. But like, just the weird shit that you could do in that game is so great. I wonder if I have... Oh god, I cannot spell. I wonder if I have screenshots from... I don't think I do. I have a Sims 2 thing that I'm also messing, or that I was also playing back in the day. Screenshots. No screenshots there. Damn. Babies in nurseries in the hospital. The debug fucking thing. Dude, Sims 2 is the best. Like, I might have a photo on my phone actually because I took it on Snapchat because I thought it was so funny and I just had to send it to someone. Right. My female servo became a witch from The Sims 2. Here, let's go to this screen. Okay. So she became a witch. And then she ended up falling in love with another witch, and then they ended up being lesbian witches together. Like, how is that not? Sims 4 could never. I'm upset that The Sims 4 couldn't. And they live together with the witch's sister. Like, it's so fucking weird and hilarious at the same time. Oh yeah, I have this random picture of Kathy and her daughter doing having a pillow fight. Like, it's just, what the fuck? Games nowadays just don't have the same level. That's true. They're not all of them are like crap, but they definitely don't have the same sort of like fun, awkward details that a lot of the older ones do. Like The Sims 2 is so much fun because it's so chaotic. Like, there's just so much shit happening all the time. And, like, you can try to pull that off in The Sims 4. Like, Bonehilda giving my sim a lap dance while he's knitting and a ghost just exists. Like, you can pull off some weird stuff in The Sims 4. But you gotta try. You gotta go for it. Let's go back here. It's so dark. Right, do I have... No, I don't. I need more of those alloy things, which are kind of a pain in the ass to get. They're not, like, terrible, but... Oh, man. See, this game is so fucking... It's weird and it's pretty, and I want it so badly for it to do well. Let's grab all this. Let's turn off the rotate thing. We're gonna have to come through here and do this, like, manually. Because I think it's cleared out a lot of stuff. And we just kind of have to go through and fuck with some other things to get it to keep collecting. I found out there is in fact a flashlight and my dumbass just didn't see it the other day. Oops. All right, so let's throw this in there because we don't need it. For lap dances. There are some of the mods that I've seen for The Sims 4. I'm like, oh no. Oh no. There's a line that as soon as you cross that line with mods, you can never go back. There was a while I had to stop playing The Sims 2 because I accidentally crossed that line out of sheer curiosity, and I was like, this is too much. I have made a mistake. I have regrets. And now I don't use mods. Well, I use MC Command Center and like a couple other things that have like the literal bone. I have like MC Command Center and like the Better Build Buy, like stuff that had like functionality that existed in previous Sims games that don't exist now that make me really sad. Oh, I've crossed the line. You get to a place where you're like, I know what this will do, but I kind of want to see what it would look like. And then you cross that line and then you're like, so about more mods. No, that is a line I've never crossed with The Sims 4, and I don't ever want to cross that with The Sims 4. I never did with The Sims 3. It was specifically The Sims 2. But it was so fucking funny. Because I was like, what does this even look like? And I found out. I found out exactly what it looked like. There's a lot happening. And then I sat there and I thought, somebody really put time into this. Like, that's not necessarily a bad thing that they put time into this, but somebody really put time into this. Because it wasn't poorly made. They had put some effort. Maybe I'm doing the wrong thing in life. Maybe I should start making mods. Maybe I should learn how to model in Blender better and just make a bunch of mods for The Sims 4. Maybe then, maybe that's way I could make a good living. Can you imagine that being your job? What do? I model dicks all day for video games. Oh God, is it not? Oh, it's not gonna, it's like barely touching that one right there. Shit. Also, I see my internet dipping, so I apologize in advance for any quality issues that may be happening right now. There's some really good mods. There are. I was always worried when I was younger. I was like, I hope nobody walks in when, like, the first time you have Sims Woohoo, there in The Sims 2 specifically, there is an animation that used to play, which I think that should come back. If not, somebody make it a mod, please. Thanks. Where they would, like, dude, they would go for it, like, holy shit. And then I was like, dear God, nobody walk in when I'm doing this, because I'm not trying to be a perv. I just want them to have a child. And now that, like, fun stuff is, like, gone, and I'm so sad. Such a mindfuck. Blender's actually pretty fun. It's not difficult. Like, I think of 3D mod, like, as long as you have the basic understanding of how to function a computer, I think modeling in Blender's not too difficult. Being good at it is where the difficulty comes in, but just being able to do it in general is not too bad. Like, all of my stuff, like, this is all made in Blender. Like, all of my logos and everything I did myself in Blender. I did it in a really weird way that probably could have been done in Photoshop in like 5 minutes, but I felt like being extra. Even like my background, like on here, this is actually all in Blender. Like if I go like this, see, that's all in Blender. As a kid, I was like, no, nobody look. And as an adult, you're just like, everybody look. Look, it's adjustable. I can choose how big it is. Oh, if only it was like that in real life. Okay, so now I have a bunch of these. I can go back over here. That is so loud. Let's grab this. Okay, so. Oh God, this is gonna get so weird so fast. This is gonna do something, and I kind of want to see how funky it can get. Like, can I just like? It's like completely vertical. Holy shit. All right, cool. Power. I think, hold on. I need to do something really quick. Before I go and do something like that, I need to make sure I at least have enough space to run power to these machines. I need to make one more row. Oh shit. Oh shit. Well, I went too far. How did I place it down there, but I can't pick it up? Recolor of CC. Yeah, that's like Photoshop. I did take a bunch of like proper classes on that stuff. Like I have like actual college classes on Photoshop and web design. I think that definitely helps. But it's God damn, that is a curve. But I think like getting the basics of that stuff down isn't too bad. It's just trying to actually make it look nice is where things go awry. Because that can be really rough. I'm also a perfectionist, and I think that doesn't fucking help either. I'd love to learn how to do like recolors and stuff. I mean, I'm sure it's not hard. I think there's even special tools to allow for like better swatches. Cause like some of the swatches in The Sims 4, I swear to God, EA is, not only did they wake up and choose violence, they just chose pure like sadism with paint. I think I have GIMP installed because that's like the free version of Photoshop. Because I am not paying a yearly subscription because fuck that shit. Okay, so I think, is this gonna reach? Jesse's gonna learn how to like mod or like use Blender, and he's just gonna spend all of his time making titties. And you know, I don't blame him. Can I connect this? Oh, I'm trying to connect the wrong part. Whoops. We were just talking about titties, and that sentence just got that much funnier. Trying to connect the wrong part. Let's see, power. This is gonna be a weird jump. Go like that. Boop. And boop. This does not have enough power. We want glass. That's William. You're not wrong. He spends so much time on there. Like, to each their own. I don't understand it, but I also don't like people. I think that's my problem. I don't like people. I'm very, very small grouped, but I also don't like anime. I'm an ass man. Let's try this. How much? Generation 44, usage is 45. We're one off. Fuck. I'll have to make another one. Oh, that's right. We have to... Oh, wait. Wait. Oh, that's janky. Are you tits or an ass man? I'm a bottom. I'm neither. Well, then what are you? I can't say it out loud, but I'm sure you can guess. Oh, God. Yes, I'm a pizza man. I really love pizza. I actually had pizza before I started streaming. Pizza's the best, man. If I could have one food for the rest of my life, it'd either be fries or pizza, but probably pizza. Because, like, there's only so many types of fries, but pizza's technically infinite. Dessert pizza counts in my book. It hurts. It makes your stomach hurt, but it counts. Okay, sugar cookies count. Or fruit pizza, not dessert pizza. Is dessert pizza a thing? Am I fucking crazy? But then, like, where do you draw the line? Can you also say that, like, pie exists? Like, pizza pie? So then, like, is an apple pie also a pizza? Discuss. And if not, can it be? Actually, would that be a tart? Because, like, you have, like, the crust. And then, like, the stuff on top. Oh, God. Is a topless apple pie just pizza? Topless. Topless apple pie. Nutella and marshmallows. Apple pie pizza, excuse me. I know there's cheeseburger pizza or like whatever. I've made that before when I worked at a small ice cream shop. That is not terrible. It's just kind of weird to think about. And I can only have so much. Because what we did was we took... It is so loud. What I did was we took some ketchup and mustard and mixed it together at like a 25-75 ratio, with most of it being ketchup. And then we went back through... What do you mean? Oh, right. I built the fancy one. And then we would go back and then add like cheese and stuff on it, but we'd add like a little bit of cheddar and whatnot. And then hamburger and then pickles, like just sliced pickles. Is cheesecake just a pizza? Honestly, if people don't consider it, can we start? Can this be added to the list of pizzas? Always has been. What is even apple pie pizza? I want to know. Let me Google this. I can't alt tab in this game because it freaks out. I mean, I can, it just looks weird. Apple pie pizza. Wait, I've already had this before. Am I fucking stupid? It's like crazy bread from that. That does not look like. It's like crazy bread from Pizza Ranch, but that we were talking about something else earlier. I do not. I'm a child. Some of this looks good and some of this does not look good. Because some of it's like apple crisp pizza. I don't know. Some of it looks burnt. I don't like burnt things though. I'm a bitch. I'm a pussy ass bitch. See, this one doesn't look good, but I think this one, it's because it's homemade. Like that just looks really dark and like not appetizing. But I think it's also because it's green. It looks like it's like Granny Smith apples, and so it kind of looks like sickly almost, you know? I think that's my problem with that one. But I think I love Granny Smith apples. Like, I love sour. Sour is like my favorite fucking candy. I will fuck a bitch up for some sour snacks. But I don't, I've been trying to move away from like candy though. You know what I did when I was younger, speaking of cheesecake? So I used to go on the semi-truck with my father, because he used to drive it a lot when I was younger, and oh man, I'm gonna have to do these by hand. That's fine. We used to go in the semi-truck when he was younger for about a week or so at a time, and every time we would go to a Walmart, we would pick up like a tiny cheesecake at Walmart, and I was like, well, what kind is this? He's like, oh, it's lemon. And I thought that that sounded good. And then one time they didn't have lemon. So he's like, we'll just get lime instead. I was like, oh, that sounds disgusting. He should have slapped those words right out of my mouth, because I personally almost like lime cheesecake better than lemon. Holy shit, it was so good. I ate myself sick. Because it was like, it was just a small one, and I ate half of it in a single sitting. He's like, are you going to throw up? And I'm like, if I do, it was worth it. It was so good. And then like a couple weeks ago, I had cheesecake for the first time in like a couple of years. It was lime or lemon. It was really good. I'd love to be able to make it from home though. I think it would taste so much better than the store-bought stuff. Because it's got the like filling stuff almost feels very like like plastic or something. I don't know how to explain it, but I feel like you understand what I'm trying to say. But dude, I love food like so much. It's a problem. I had pizza like an hour ago and I'm already hungry again. Literally an hour ago at like 7 o'clock. Yeah. Can I turn this on? Is this gonna kill someone if I leave it like this? No, this actually might be okay. Okay, good. This fucking laser is not smart enough to know when to not kill something. And if it runs into one of your machines, you don't get all your resources back. But if you cut down the machine by hand, you get everything back. Excuse me. So that you can like move stuff around and freely without having to worry like about accidentally placing something. But I didn't know that, and I accidentally cut down like an entire row of wind turbines one time. Turbines, wash. And I got so sad because it took me so long to get all that shit the first time. Love lemon cheesecake. See, cheesecake is just the best. It's so good. I need to learn how to make stuff from home though. Like, I guess is not quite the right word. I need to actually do it, because like learning how to cook I feel like everybody can cook. It's just a matter of patience. What do I need to make another one of these? 10 electronics. There we go. So I need 5 more. It's being able to follow directions and patience. Because cooking, you can freely fuck around with. Like, you can fuck around and find out. But when it comes to baking, that's when you don't fuck around and find out. At least when it comes to measurements of things, with the exception of maybe flavoring and coloring of stuff, which even then you still have to be careful. Because when it comes to cooking, you can kind of throw in a little extra salt, a little extra pepper. You can throw in some stuff. It may not be the best, but you can kind of learn from that. But baking is like science, because you have to have the right type of leavening, and you have to make sure you don't add too much of this, or it might turn out dense, or it might not rise properly. Like, you have to be very careful. And even when you go through with like flavorings and different types of extracts, if you're going to use those, or different types of like food coloring, if you're not going to use something natural, you have to be very careful as well, because you might add too much liquid and then it's not going to cook properly again. I love baking though. I made a cake for my birthday. I made my own cake for my birthday. Oh, I can tear this down. And it turned out decent. It's kind of a weird thing, and I don't know if this is a me thing or if it's always been like this, but when I was making it, it was almost like, oh gosh, how do I even explain? Oh gosh. It was like you made like a meringue almost, where you sort of like, you took some egg whites and you fluffed them. Words. My brain went somewhere else when I heard the word fluff, and I thought it was funny. But you have to fluff the eggs and sugar and butter and all that stuff and make it like really airy. And then you slowly add in the like dries, because you have to separate the wets from the dries, and then you wet the dries. And so when going through it, it didn't make like a typical batter like what I'm used to, like a yellow cake, because it was a white cake, and it was technically the recipe for like a wedding cake. And so I had gone through, and the end result wasn't like a batter as much as it was just like, again, like a meringue. And it was so weird. But then when we cooked it, it was dense in the sense that the air bubbles were really small and tight, but it was very fluffy and light, almost like an angel food cake. And then we forgot that we didn't have stuff to make frosting. So we couldn't make a typical frosting. So Jared tried so hard to take what like tablespoon of powdered sugar that we did have and mix it with some stuff to try and make at least some level of a frosting to put on top. It didn't turn out very well at all, and we were cooking it till like 3 a.m, but it looked like that. Like, do you see what I mean? Where like the air bubbles were really, oh shit, hold on. The air bubbles were like really, really small. I wonder if I do this, if that'll help. Phone or camera focus. You can do it. I believe in you. There we go. You can kind of see it. Like, it looks really dry almost, but it was like, it wasn't. It was really good. Cookies and basic cheesecake. I made some like chocolate chunk cookies the other day. They were really good. I actually was really happy with how they turned out. But it was kind of funny to try to cut up the chocolate, because I was sitting there with like this big ass knife just like rocking it all along the chocolate, and he's like, "You're gonna cut yourself?" And I'm like, "No, because I'm not you." And he's like, "Fuck off." Fuck off. I'm like, "Yeah, some of us know how to use this sharp object." Nah. I've never made a cheesecake though. I've always wanted to. Like, I've made the like, you know, not easy bake. Wow. Yes, I've made the easy bake cheesecake. I've made the the no bake stuff before, but I've never made the actual like proper where you have to like cook it type cheesecake. I've always wanted to though. It looks like fun, and the ones that I've had that actually turned out are so fucking good. Like they're so good. Man, I'm gonna have a lot of rubber off of this, but I feel like I don't quite need all that. Let's pick up a bunch, I guess. Yeah, let's take everything that's out of here, and then we'll just go deposit it somewhere or something. Oh, that's I got hit with the laser. Whoops. I used to love grilling as well, but we just don't have anywhere to do that anymore. I don't think I was any good at it though, but I did love grilling stuff like sweet corn. That was so good. We would wrap it, or at least this was when I lived on a farm by myself for a little bit. I would wrap it in aluminum foil, but I would put like the butter and stuff in there with it, like the salt and butter, and then I would wrap that and then grill it on like a low coal for not like a long ass time, but just a while. And then you would just take it directly out of the foil and it's done. You don't gotta butter it or salt it because it's already done. It was so fucking good. Is this shut down? Right? Yes. Okay. Because I need to make more power things. Can the Sims team add a cheesecake for one of the things that we can make in the game? That would be great. I want to have a shop for cheesecake. Oh my god, I just remembered. So I have the new air pack. Did that help? Yes, it did. I have the newer pack, the wedding one. I didn't buy it when it was full price because it was like super broken, so I wanted to wait for it to go on sale. Literally, and this is gonna sound so dumb, the only reason I wanted it was so that I could have the like 500 different types of cakes, because I wanted to make a cake shop, and then I have yet to even do that. I was like, here's $10, and then forgot all about that project until literally just now. The Sims 2 had such a good retail system though. Also, can we talk about these motherfuckers bringing in these high-end fashion brands? Give me my IKEA shit and my fucking H&M back. Thanks. Those are real packs. Fucking Sims team. I need to mess with my lights really quick. I just realized how weird I look. Let's like turn her all the way up. Skip. That is so bright. These are so bright. Let's drop them down to like 49. There. That was so bright. Holy shit. There we go. Okay, so I have this. What do I do with this now? Machines. Fabricator. Assembler. What does an assembler do? Can I make... No. So I need the fabricator? Maybe? Excuse me. Base. It's like this dinky like tin noise. There we go. I think what I'm gonna have to do is sort of set up a couple different things over here. I want to get this all cleared out though first before I try to really go for anything. But I need more electronics. I just don't know how far this is gonna go. Oh god, that's loud. Okay, let's see. What's in here? Nothing? Oh, because we're probably out of steel. Shit, okay. Let's throw this in here. And then let's go right here real quick. There we go. Oh yeah, see, that's like all cleared out down here now. Is this electronic scrap or is this regular scrap? I think that's plastic. Oh, that's all plastic. I don't care about plastic right now. Plastic's like the last thing that I need. I just need regular stuff like this. Guess we can pick up the electronic stuff too. And then we'll pick up this. And the cable. And we'll come back for this later because we don't have the room to pick it up. It's made out of like 5 or 6 different parts and we only have 2 spots open. This game is pretty in its own weird way. Well, now that I have an atmosphere, I guess, because I activated the first monolith and now it rains. It just has yet to rain while I've been playing today. Okay, so you need like all of this. Then we can go put this electronic stuff in here. All right, cool. I feel like that 49 is way too bright. My eyes are starting to like freak out from it. Let's drop it down to, let's do like a 28. 29, 28. There we go. Let's see how that fares. That looks better. I was just so pale. I mean, I'm always pale, though. I don't go outside. One, because there's nothing to do out there, but two, last summer, I got so sunburnt that honestly, I should have gone to the hospital. Like it was pretty bad. Like I genuinely should have gone to the hospital. It was, yep. Choices had been made that day on accident. I was like, I want to be healthy. I'm going to go for a walk. Yeah. You know what? Somebody who is lineage is Irish should probably put on like 50% of their lineage is Irish. There's a certain product that is sold very widely and somewhat reasonably priced that you should probably wear. Ouch. Yep. Okay, so that's fine because we need these. I just don't know how much. What do we need to machines? Compressor, crusher, refinery. Need pumps, air extractor. Well, anyway, what had happened was I went on a walk because I thought it would be a great idea to go outside and get some exercise in because I hadn't done that for a while. Like I had lost my job that I was working at for quite a while in a pretty bad way. And it was rough. And so my depressed ass was like, let's go outside and do stuff and let's like be a big adult. Yeah. I had 2nd-degree burns on my entire back and shoulders, and I had to wrap myself in gauze every night because I couldn't afford to go to the hospital because I lost my insurance when I lost my job. So that was fucking cool. So if you ever want to go outside, just don't. Just don't. There are things outside, like the sun, and it hurts. The sun hurts. Let's see. What do I need? Okay, what do I need to make these other machines? Because I honestly don't know. Is it this thing that I can make? No, that makes alloy. That makes alloy and glass. Auto foundry? I think that's what these are. Assembler, fabricator, refinery. So we need... Actually, we could probably tear down this thing over here to see what we need. Because so essentially we have like 3 different ingredients that we have to refine and insert into that big monolith over there. But I don't know the process to get from point A to B. And so that's what I'm trying to figure out. And I originally wanted to set up all three, but I don't think that's really like not plausible, but like practical because of the way that this game sort of functions. Like resources are like stuff is expensive. So let me think about, do we want the refinery? God, where can I put this? My God, it's huge. What she said. There we go. Is this the right one where it takes nitrogen, phosphorus? What do I have in my inventory? Nitrogen. Okay, so it takes nitrogen and a filter to make pure nitrogen. But what do I do with that? Compressor? I barely even know her. Oh God, I just saw it. Oh, come on. You can do it. I believe in you. Oh no. Oh no, I had the thing to place it. Now I can't find it again. See, I need to go grab that laser and move it over here so I can clear out some more space. Come on. Let me place this down. Don't be mean. There you go. Okay, so what does this need? Nitrogen. So it needs pure nitrogen and a vial. Okay. So cool. I already forgot what pure nitrogen needs. Does it? Oh, it needs a filter. How do you make a filter? See, this went from no complication to all complication. Okay, so we need the refinery that I'm tempted to just put down for now. And we'll figure it out later. It needs filters, but I genuinely don't recall what those are made out of. Does this know what they are made out of? Recipe. That's for the tanks. Oh, it's plastic and platinum. Oh, but how do you make platinum? Because I know how to make plastic. I think. I can pretend. Actually, I think I do know where to get plastic. Because we have a bunch of those plastic reserves over there. Back at the other one that we can go sort of fuck around with. That's so loud. I'm so sorry. So I want to pick up this laser and bring it over here or over there and try to clean up that area. There we go. I'm tempted to set up a drone, but I think I should just move the drone that we have. I'm trying to think how to do this because I almost wonder if I shouldn't just leave it. Okay, so let's turn this back on. Let's go over here. Let's just set this up real quick and then I can think about what I want to do. Because it's almost like there needs to be like a bunch of different production lines going, but there's not really a way to make them infinite. So I need to figure out where I want to set stuff down so that I can at least get it started. Okay, so you go there. Power. You go there. Connections. Huzzah! This is gonna have a lot of shit to pick up. Okay, cool. What else? So does this know how to make a filter? Okay, so it's plastic. I'm gonna turn this off. Actually, let's leave this one on and we'll go turn this thing off down here. So it doesn't keep bringing in, so it doesn't keep bringing in shit. Okay, you stop. I wonder. If. Okay, so these are going. Can this collect plastic? Oh, I can't interact with it. Plastic? Hello? Oh, I just realized my UI is gone again. Hold on, let's save. Save. Overwritten. Exit to main menu. I might take a break here in just a second to go run to the bathroom and refill my water and stuff. Let me load this in real quick. And then I think I'll take that break. Woo! Okay, perfect. All right, so I shall be back in about 3 to 5 minutes or so. So I will see you. And I'm back. Okay, so now that I've had time to think about it, I still don't know what to do. I think, sorry, my throat's freaking out. I think the best option would be to start at the end and work our way backwards to see if that sort of helps figure out what to do. But I do already have the other side made, so oh, let's pick these up over here. See, and now we don't have enough steel. It's never ending. Let's turn this one off. That one's already on. Let's go and grab a bunch of that one, the scrap over here. And then we will see. Because I'm like, I think we have to have stuff running like side by side. Oh, what? Oh my God, sorry. I think we have to have like a bunch of different things running at once. Let's turn that down just a little bit. So if that's like there, let's start it closer actually. There we go. Oh, it just about clipped into that thing. Okay. So let's pick all this up, I guess, for now. And then we'll see what to do next. Because I feel like we're working not even like at the start. We're kind of in the middle. But I think it's okay. I think we'll be able to pull this off. We just have to sort of finagle it a bit. Because we need to figure out platinum. Which I think we can actually get platinum from this if we use... Yeah, we can. Okay, cool. I think it's closer to the other one. Okay. We have to go pick up that other laser that we have over here. Because I want to set that up so that we can start to collect plastic so that we can make a bunch of those plastic ingots and stuff. I'm surprised it hasn't rained. Like when I was playing this the other day, as soon as I set up that other monolith over there, it was raining like nonstop. God, I keep forgetting that there's a flashlight. There we go. Oh, speak of the devil. And now it's raining. Sorry, my voice is like, I had to go take a thing so I hope it helps. So I think this game is up to 8 players too, which I think is very odd because, all right, where's my thing? I wonder if there's a button I keep pressing, but sprint, crouch, interact, toggle, left, alt, M. No, that's not it. There's got to be a button that I'm pressing. It's N. There we go. Is this? Oh, that has some stuff in it. Okay. 8's like a weird number because that sounds like a lot. I'm used to games like other than Minecraft where you can theoretically have as many as you want. It's like 4. 4 is like the standard, whereas something like Satisfactory, I think even Satisfactory only goes up to 2. It's either 2 or 4. So when this one was like up to 8 players, I was like, really? That's a lot of people. You guys gonna have enough stuff to do? Probably make the early game way easier though. Having so many different people to help collect resources and stuff, because it was so much easier at first to collect everything by hand than it was to try to set up a factory. But now that I'm at the next one, I have no choice, because crafting everything by hand, I don't even think is possible, but it's also like incredibly inefficient in terms of time. Ouch. Okay, so you're basically done. So let's move you up to there. Turn that back on. So now we have another laser that we can go set up back at the other place. And then we'll have a bunch of resources that we can chuck into that one as well, in hopes that it will make more of that weird special alloy that we need. Because we actually need like a bunch of it. I didn't realize how much we were going to need. All right, perfect. Perfect. Just perfect. Machines, laser. So this one might be a little bit harder to do because the plastic is so short. See, I have the volume practically off, and that sound has no fucks to give when it comes to volume. Okay, so let's lower this and turn that on. Nice. All right. So that's going to be collecting there. We'll go back up here, dump this in, pick up whatever alloys that we have. I'm tempted to move my workbench from over here to that other location so that I can like craft stuff better, but I don't know if that is really important. I mean, I should probably just move all of this over there, but we're already over here, so like that's a lot of work. All right, so let's grab that, dump this off. Okay, so now let's go back over there so I can figure out and remember what the fuck I was doing. I always forget. So this, I think, was to set up to make those canisters, but we don't really need those yet. Does the latest thing hurt? Yes. It doesn't hurt a ton, but it does hurt enough. Like, you can barely see it does like maybe 10%, 5% of my health total, which I think is really funny. Because the other day I was just standing in front of it, and then I realized, I'm like, where's all my health gone? Oh, that's where the health is gone. So if this takes filters. And how do we make filters again? I think it's rubber. I think it's rubber. No, plastic ingots and platinum. Okay, so we need platinum now. And plastic. How complicated are these forges? Actually, they're not complicated at all. We could probably set up a couple of these over here. Or could just switch these over, honestly. So what we could do, pick these up, turn this off. Oh wait, not this thing. Shit. Well, wait. Turn this back on. You get turned back on. You do what you're doing. But I think we should switch these over to platinum. We'll take this scrap out. We'll switch this over to plastic. Then we can dump this. Oop, we're gonna have to build another one. Power farming player storage. We'll just make another storage tower real quick. So let's throw all of this stuff in here that we don't need. And then this I think is turned off. Turn this back on. So what were we? Plastic. This is why I'm tempted to like go and grab that other thing, but I think we'll be fine. If anything, I just tear out that machine and use its parts to make that assembler thing. Okay, so that's mostly done. Let's move it up just a little. Okay. There's a lot of running around. Actually, is there anything in here? Oh, there's a lot of stuff in there. Okay, never mind. So for you, we'll drop this off. Do I have more plastic sitting around somewhere? I have a ton of plastic sitting around somewhere. What the fuck? Drop all this off. Let's try this. I have an idea. Let's take all this. Oh, it's not. There it goes. I was like, why is it doing? Power cable. Okay. Now, what machine was that? I think it was an assembler. Maybe? I don't remember. No. It would have been this, the fabricator. We need 5 electronics, which actually should be easy to make. We just need to go grab the copper from over here. Copper. And now we can make, how many electronics do we need? 5. Okay, perfect. 2, 3, 4. Grab this. Oh, wait, but these are tiny. Uh-oh. Do these have small inputs? Has 1 small input. Bitch. Motherfucker. That's fine. We're just gonna have to do it by we're just gonna have to do this part by hand, I guess. That's okay. Let's go and grab the power connections. So this is a genuine thing that I think should be addressed. There are different belt sizes, but from what I can tell, there are no way to fix that. Like, this is medium belts only, and this is medium belts only, but there's not a transition between the two. So like this takes both plastic and platinum, but how am I supposed to get them both in? Unless I use like one of these, but that feels weird to be using like a dirty belt with like these clean. I don't know, that's a weird thing to say, but maybe let's just do that. And now we're stuck. Get unstuck. Put us way back at the start, but that's okay. Actually, we might have either a splitter or a merger over here that's already built that we could probably just steal. I don't think there's any reason for me to come back over to this area. At least not anytime soon. See, the rain in this is actually kind of pretty. I love it's extra pretty at night because the lightning is so realistic looking. Like, it's so pretty. Have they been updating the game? They have a ton, actually. I wonder. News. Yeah, see? So, on the 6th, the 10th, and last Wednesday? Yeah. Last Wednesday, they've already done a bunch of patches to fix bugs that have came out since the major update. Look how pretty! And the last major update was, I think, a couple weeks ago. But the game's only been out since November of last year, so it hasn't even been out a full year. I think this game has so much potential, and I would love to see where they take it. I don't know how many monoliths there are. So there's 1, 2, 4, 5. I think there's 5. I haven't even been over to any of these sections of the map at all. I think there's 5 total. And each one is supposed to be a new step in the terraforming process. So this one right here, when I activated it, it added the atmosphere to the world. Oh, I forgot to check about the I forgot to look for the fucking thing. We'll have to run back. But the first one added the atmosphere, and now that there's an atmosphere, it rains and it storms and the sky is blue, whereas before there was like dust storms that happened all the time. And this thing activated and made like some really weird sounds. And it's got like a full voiceover. I guess this most recent patch, they reworked the entire lighting system. They redid the build system. They redid the voiceover. They completely scrapped all the voiceover that they had on file and added an entire new one. And so it seems like the updates that they are doing are huge updates. Like, they're really going for big patches. Oh, see, there's the 5th monolith over there. Oh, I can't alt tab. That's right. Over here, right there, that right above me, right there. There's number 5. So from what I can tell, there's is at least 5 stages of things to be done. And so far I've only activated 1, and the most recent update added in the ability to unlock the second one. And so that's what I've been working on, was the second one right now, because this first one I got done the other day. But like, it's got such a stark contrast in art style, because like the inside of the monoliths look like this futuristic techie look, and then outside is all disgusting and rustic and like a mix of like steampunk and whatnot. It's really, really neat. And they talked about in a couple of their development log video whatevers that they want to implement some type of a combat. They want to even maybe look into an underwater system. something akin to like Subnautica. So like they definitely have ambitious ideas. I'm just worried that they might be too big. I hope not, but I'm worried that that is a potential. Because there's definitely like a place where you have to kind of like stop and consider where a good endpoint would be for a game. And that's where like Satisfactory is kind of at that point right now where they're trying to figure out where a good stopping point would be. And so I hope that this game doesn't go too far and like burn themselves out, you know, trying to reach the sun. Because I think it's got such a it's pretty graphics. I think the UI could use a ton of work because it's kind of janky, but I mean this is still an alpha, so there's still so much more that they have planned for it. I think the 4th monolith is actually in the middle of the ocean too. Like it's like way out there. Pick up more of this plastic. This isn't actually doing anything, so let's turn that off for now. I know, right? I want to know if they're going to add some sort of a lore about like what that stuff is. Because like these look like giant turbines of some kind, but I want to know what that giant circular structure is. And there's like these drones flying around that you don't interact with at all that I'm curious to see what they even are. Is that like the other thing that they were talking about, like this enemy faction? Like what's the story? What's gonna happen? Okay, so here we have a bunch of filters. Let's take these filters over here. One thing that I did not expect, and this might be dumb for like, I don't know, but like these spin faster or slower depending on the weather, whereas they didn't until you activated the first monolith. So now that there's weather, these have different speeds and stuff like that. Like that's actually really, really cool. Hello, welcome. It's loud. I wish they would fix the audio. That is one thing I wish that they would fix. Add data logs with lore. See, that would be so fun. That's one of the things that I loved about Fallout 76 is that the lore wasn't directly told to you. You kind of had to go and find it. Oh, let's turn that off. There's so much stuff in there. I thought that was so neat. Just hard to tell because of lower amounts. Oh, see, so they did do a bunch of stuff to it to like. Interesting. Wait, what is it? Oh, there we go. Oh, shoot. I'm gonna have to grab power connections. Power. Oh, shit. We need more electronics. There we go. One thing that I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing is it's so dark. Part of me actually kind of loves the idea of that because if you were there, it's like in real life, it would be so dark. But I feel like I'm also spoiled by other video games, so I kind of do love this, like, you can't see shit. Depth, but there are logs to find. I've seen a couple, but are there like there was like a couple near the start area, but are there like a ton more? Because I need to go. I haven't really explored too much. I should, I just haven't. So we need 5. There we go. Now we can go make another power connector. Let's go back over here. Oh shit. There we go. Because I think they recently added a... Oh yeah, see here. Nothing too crazy, but they have a couple. I found a top hat and a yellow paint. I've been like trying to like peek around for them as I've been clearing stuff out. I'm so curious to see what other ones that they have, because that's like a weird, it seems like it's like a weird little side project that somebody did that adds just a fun little twist to the game. Because like I could imagine that other games wouldn't do that so early in development, and that kind of makes me happy to know that they were doing stuff like that at this time, because then it means that the game's not taking itself too seriously. Let's grab that and then connect. There. I don't know if that's, yeah, I don't think I have enough power for this, but oh no, we do. Oh my god. Pure nitrogen. So we have this to make this, but I don't think we have this connected, or do we just have it turned off? No, I don't think this is connected. There is another game that has something similar to that I really want, but it's too expensive right now. I'm trying to remember what the name of it was. Oh god, what is it? It's like store. Oh, I remember. Industries of Titan. There we go. That took me a second. Industries of Titan actually looks really good, and they have like a similar thing of where you sort of like fix a broken planet or whatever, but not like because you want to restore it, make it pretty. I think that one's just, hey, these other people aren't here anymore, it's your turn to exploit the resources. But then you have like rival factions and stuff to try to fight over that stuff, and I think that's an interesting idea, and I would love to play it. I'm just waiting for it to become on sale, because I think it's like $30 or something. This game is only like 15. Let's go right there. Connections. Is that enough? 26. Oh my god, it is. So what do you need? You need alloy and glass. Oh, we have plenty of alloy. And then you're purifying stuff. But is it, oh, it's 1 to 2? Oh, that's a weird ratio. Not bad, it's just I wasn't expecting it to be so much. So this is going. This is temporarily turned off. Let's go back to check on this. Ouch. Do you have, okay, so you're good on resources. I think this thing is, yeah, that thing's out of plastic. So let's drop that off. You have more filters. I mean, I should just put this all together, but I'm lazy, which is ironic to say because I'm running around. I'm lazy. See, that's good there. Okay, so that's still making more of those. I'm gonna have to set up like a permanent alloy factory somewhere. That might be hard though, because I don't think, unless I make like another drone, which I think is totally doable, I could set up 2 drones and then just have like a permanent factory over there. Like I could refit that all to work properly like that, and then try to have as much stuff over here as I possibly can without trying to like overdo it or something maybe. So what do I do with this? Was it a compressor? Machines? I think it was a compressor. So we need 20 pumps and 24 gears. Which I think we need a bunch of rubber for the one. And the gears we can just make. God, it's so dark. It's so dark. So loud. Okay, so let's go grab... Because we should have like a ton of rubber bars over here. Yes. Grab these. I think it's a 1-to-1. I don't recall. Let's see. So we needed 24 of these. Oops. And then 20 of these? Yes. Okay. How much is power? 10? Oh, we need 5, so let's do 30. And then 10 electronics. 10. Perfect. There. Because now we can just power that machine separately instead of having like a grid. Because if we lose power at one of these stations, we can't teleport between the two. Okay, so this is good here. Oh shit. Hello? There we go. Let's go to here. NWR super compressor. Somewhere we can place this down. There should be somewhere. I think. Oh, there. Right there. This is so unorganized. Connections. There we go. Recipe. Nitrogen and a vial. Oh, it's a 2-to-1. That's interesting. Excuse me. Ooh, and we're all done with this. Since we're not collecting anymore. Because they tore down the one place that was making this. But I want to know, how much of this do we even need? Toss those. We have to go take it over to that place over there. Let's drop off this filter, I guess. Are you enjoying the game? I fucking hate it. No. Honestly, the thing that I think is the best about this game so far, and a really good concept that I hope that they sort of stick to, is the idea, and I think this is like the story of the game anyway, but sort of forcing people to go around to clean up the planet, because like the story is that you're coming here to make it livable again. So instead of making it to where you have like infinite resources, it sort of like eventually I'm gonna run out of scrap, and so I have to keep moving, which sort of also forces you to clean up more areas as you move around. I don't know if that should be proper for the whole game. I feel like at some point you should be able to automate that a little bit, but I love that that's kind of like either an intentional or unintentional feature of like cleaning up the world. Because that's why I moved from down here to over here to now over here, is because I keep running out of resources. But that's also like, in terms of lore, that makes sense. But I love that sort of cleaning up aspect of everything. So this does not have enough power. 17, 20. Some Wallies. Yes, I need more. Grid is making 41. Maybe we do... Actually, I don't think I can make... No, I don't have the resources. I guess technically we don't need this connected. We could move this over here. My brain is like not it today. Oh God, there we go. I want to see more exploration stuff added, but I think so far they've done a really good job. I really enjoy this game. I don't know if I would buy it yet though. If you're not somebody who likes games that are in development, like I love the idea of a game that's currently being worked on because I love seeing like updates and news and stuff like that. Not that I don't play games that aren't finished, but if there's something, it's like, it's exciting, you know? If you're okay with seeing a game that's like not totally done, this is definitely a good game to play. But if you want something that's like, you can sit there and binge kind of like a Netflix series from start to finish, I'd wait. I would definitely wait. Because they just recently added the second monolith, and from what I've seen, there are at least 5. So they're not even halfway done. Oh my God, dude. Phasmophobia has been teasing some updates that are supposed to come out like soon TM. I'm so fucking excited. In concept, my favorite map is the asylum. In concept. I love the idea of an asylum as like a haunted place. It's unfortunate not many people have been able to pull it off in terms of creepy or like a weird mix of creepy but also realistic in like horror movies and stuff. It's unfortunate that in Phasmophobia that map is the worst because it's way too big and it's just boring. Hate living the opposite park. There's a small child just screaming. Are they dying? Because God. Sorry, I just Snapchat my husband. Just like, if you don't stop screaming, we're gonna throw you outside. No, you can't. I'll die. Don't fucking try me. Don't test my patience today. Dude, nothing against anybody who likes kids, but like, fuck them kids, man. I hate kids. I personally don't like kids. I will never have kids. No matter how much I try to get pregnant, it's not gonna happen. Gotta leave the park. I mean, same. I was like, okay, I'm not that old. I feel old, but I'm not that old. But I was raised in the style of the like 70s and 80s of like a latchkey kid. That's how I was raised. And so I feel because of that and a whole bunch of other factors and stuff, I feel way older than I am. But it was always funny to me that people would be like, oh yeah, my parents need to know where I'm at all times. And I'm like, they do? And they're like, don't yours? And I'm like, I haven't talked to my mom in like 3 weeks. She doesn't know where I'm at. And they're like, doesn't she care? And I'm like, I'm not dead, am I? And they're like, well, no. And I'm like, then she doesn't care. I'm not in trouble. And I'm not killing anybody or causing any problems. So why would she care what I'm doing? Oh my God, it's so loud in here. No, why you gotta be so rude, loud? Damn, game, fuck. Where do I deposit this? Can I deposit this here? No. Oh my God, that's so loud. Under 12, yeah. That's why, like, it's weird. So on Twitch, it's kind of hard to put up with somebody who's under 18 because they lie. And not in like a good way. I'm set to 18 plus because I scream like dicks like every 2 seconds. But like for some reason, teenagers have this inclination to lie on Twitch, and I don't get why. Like, I understand the reason that they want the attention, but like they'll be like, yeah, my mom just came into my room and stabbed me in the face, and it's like, I'm sorry. Like, you, like, you know, like they over dramatic, and it's like, you could just tell me that you're just sitting there. Like, it's okay to not lie about what is going on. You don't need to sound more interesting than you are. I'm the least interesting person alive. Like, it's okay. We're just here to chill. Yeah, are you not gonna go to a hospital? Like, do you? Oh my god, he needs the milk. Like, I'm just kind of like, are these both medium? I think so, because I think we can plug this in here. Like, if somebody can come in here, and this isn't just restricted to like kids or like teenagers and stuff, obviously, but those are the people that I have noticed it more with. But like, if you can come in here and just kind of act normal and chill, like, I don't really care how old you are, but I do tag the 18 plus because like, we do talk about dicks a lot and titties, but like, who doesn't like dicks and titties? Just not in, that's, ooh. How big is the wound? Can you stick a finger in it? What's your whole, with your whole hand? Just, yeah. Get in that gash. That is a sentence. Oh, am I gonna need 1,000? Holy shit, this is gonna take forever. Oh, this changes everything. Oh my. Oh no. Oh no. That's so, I just spent 30 minutes making 60. Oh no.
Christopher, damn it.
Fuck. Oh no. Traumatizing to kids. Exactly. I kind of feel bad sometimes because, but I think there's a generational thing too as well to what I'm about to say, where I was hanging out with people when I was like 16. Because like, I started streaming when I was roughly 16. I've been doing it for 9 years. And so, there, actually, was I like 14? Anyway, I was under 18, and I had been hanging out with people who were anywhere from 18 to 20 to 30 at the time. And like, in retrospect, I'm like, huh, that's kind of weird. Like, nothing was happening by any means. Like, we were just all chilling. But like, I was like, oh, that's kind of weird. And so, I feel bad that I don't sort of repay that back of like small streamers or like people who are under 18. But then I think about like, I barely get along with people who are 20, let alone 14, because there is like a huge divide at around the 96 on up when it comes to like trends and slang and all that stuff. And I feel so old. Like, I feel so much older than I am, because everybody's like, TikTok this and TikTok that. And I'm like, I remember Vine. Back in my day, we had Vine. Yeah. It's an elder. I feel old. Some more actual predators. Yeah, see, that's the thing. I was lucky enough. I was able to sort of escape that whole situation, but I'm also like a dude, so it's a lot less prevalent, but I could totally see that being an issue as like a girl to be around older men. Not saying I've escaped that, just I've never had that issue on Twitch, thank God. Had that issue in real life though. Fortunately. MySpace is my TikTok. Fuck, dude, I miss MySpace. Can we all bring this back? Can we bring MySpace back? Like, fuck. I miss her. I think about her every day. Technically, it's still there. 22 is my cutoff for age. But what do you mean by that? Do you mean dating or... So, funny story about that. I dated somebody who was literally a month younger than me. There was such a gap between us. Like, I don't even know how to explain. So like, I feel bad in retrospect. I feel bad, but I feel like what I did was like totally necessary. I stole all his money. No, so we had met on Tinder literally the day, like an hour after my previous relationship had ended, which was my first relationship. I'm not gonna go too far into that one, but that one was the one that fucked me up for life. And so I just wanted to be in a relationship. Like I had like, I hate the idea of not being in a relationship, not because I'm like worried I can't do it, but like I just have so much love and affection to give out to people that like I can't just keep it to myself. Like teens. Either, oh yeah, see? I don't understand. Like my sister tried to date some people who was like way older than her when she was in like a high school, and we were like, hey, you do realize that's weird? And she's like, no, it's not. He just says I'm really mature. But then like in retrospect, she's like, yeah, what the fuck was that about? Because there's huge differences like between like someone who's 10 and someone who's 12 is like a 20-year difference. Like not really, but and someone who's 12 and 14 and 16 and 18, like every 2 years is such a huge difference when you're younger. Even up from 20 to 22 is huge. And then once you hit like 24 on up, it's a lot less of a stark change, you know? I'm done dating. Honestly, I don't blame you. I mean, I can't say anything. I'm married, but like so the problem that I had with this guy is we had just broken up, or I had just broken up with my previous relationship, and I was like panicking to find someone. And 24 is the new 40. I'm 25 and I feel old as fuck. I like look so old. You're mature for your age. It's a predator saying it is. So like I was 22 when the relationship ended, and it was rough. Like to give context without getting too far into it, we were in the middle of fun time, and something on the other person deflated, and then he told me it was because I was so ugly. Happened more than once, by the way. Turns out he was cheating on me the entire 9 months we were together, so that was fucking cool. I'm waiting for this to go, by the way, so I'm not just like sitting here like fucking around, but so the reason why me and this other guy didn't work out, that I had met literally the day I broke up with my previous relationship, which was my first. I'm on my second and we're married, so I have very small sample size. He was only a month younger than me, but a month or two before him and I had met, he had just come out of the closet, and he just turned 21. Or no, did we? No, we both just turned 21. Sorry, I wasn't 22. We were 21. We were both 21 at the time, and we hadn't been 21 that long. I think 6 months or something, if that. We were both that old. And he was born in May, March, April, May. Yeah, he was born in May, so he is younger by a month because I was born in April. So ugly, why do you want me? Literally, what the fuck? I'm like, if I'm so ugly, then why did you even try this in the first place? What the hell? Yeah, he was a baby. And I never was like in the closet in the conventional sense, cuz like I am bisexual, and so I had girlfriends, you know. I don't count anything before high school, but I had like 3 or 4 girlfriends in middle school, but those aren't real because we didn't even like. I didn't kiss anybody until I was 18, so like those do not count. But I didn't come out in like a conventional sense because I wasn't really in the closet, you know. And then when I did get in that first relationship, I said, "Hey, is it okay if I bring blah blah blah? We're dating." And my family was just like, "Yeah, that's fine." Like there was no issue. Like they didn't make a big deal about it. They were talking shit behind my back, but I would rather that than them scream at me to my face. And so not only was this new guy, we'll call him number 2. He was technically number 4, but guy number 2, after the relationship had just ended, this other guy that I had just met on Tinder, who was a month younger than me, he was just getting out of the closet. He was just legally able to drink. He didn't even drink until he was 21. And he wanted to... we held hands. We held hands and the whole school talked about it. He wanted a relationship, but he also wanted... like he wanted to party, and he was looking for something like super dead ass serious. Like he wanted to move in like that fucking day, and like all kinds of, like, he wanted to move fast, but he also wanted to go off and party. And I've never been that type of a person. Like I've always been like, I'm chaotic and loud, but I'm in real life, like as a person, I'm relaxed. Like I want to stay home. I don't want to go out and drink. I don't like drinking. I'll do it every now and then, but I've never even been buzzed or drunk, and I don't ever plan on that because I just don't like drinking that much. I also don't know if I'm capable, because I've drank 2 bottles of wine before, like 2 whole bottles of wine, like on separate occasions, and I never felt a thing. And then that's not me being like, I didn't feel nothing. No, literally, I felt nothing. And it was like a 13% or whatever, like a standard bottle of white wine. Nothing. 2 different occasions, whole bottle in an hour. So I don't even know if I'm capable of getting drunk. Like, obviously I am at a point. I just have yet to find that, and I don't want to. But he just wanted so much to go out and go to the clubs and party and be in all kinds of stuff. And I was like, you know, even when I was like 18 and like 21, I mean, this happened when I was 21, but even when I was like a teenager and stuff, like I didn't want to party. I'm just not that kind of a person. Like my partying is like a Discord call of like maybe 3 to 6 people. 6 is a much, maybe even like 4 people. And we just like sit there and show each other our cats or something. Like that's a party. I'm not drunk, you're fucking smashed. But like he just wanted all these things, and I was not about that. Like what I wanted was to buy a house, get a job, like an adult job, and that's it. Like I want my dream in life is to buy a house and die. And I don't mean that in a depressing way. I don't mean like buy a house and then off myself in a week. Like I just want to go buy a house, live in it until I die, and that's it. I don't have any crazy ambitions or anything. Like I just want to chill. I just want to exist. I'm not too keen on like crazy shit, you know. IRL parties. I've been to a couple. Like I went to, well, okay, so The very few parties that I've been to, everybody else was completely plastered. I was bored out of my mind. And then the second one that I went to, it was the same situation, but I was being groped for 2 hours straight. Actually, I think it was closer to 4 or 5 hours. Yeah, it was not fun. I didn't enjoy either situation. But neither one of them felt, I was like, if this is all parties are, I'm good. Good to not. Do we have to? Literally. I felt bad for him though, because he had just come out and was like super ready to just like go balls to the wall, like hardcore in the paint with like partying and stuff. And I'm just like, dude, I'm an old lady. Like, just let me stay at home and like relax. Fuck. And he was drinking. Like, I feel bad for him and I hope he's okay. Like, I have no animosity towards this guy at all. Because he was never mean. But like, this was that party, by the way, that I was talking about with the groping situation, was that old man and my ex like laughing at me about it the whole time. Same party. But like, he was this new guy, he was drinking like a 12 or 24 pack of like Keystone or whatever, or Busch Light a day. Like, he found alcohol and then he found alcohol. Like, hope he's okay, but dear God. And then he would like drunk call me at like 3 or 4 in the morning. And he's like, I have to be up for work in like 2 hours. And I don't even care. You know what? Fuck this job. I don't need it. I'm like, you work construction. Like, you're getting paid good. He's like, I don't fucking care. None of them know that I'm gay. And, you know, I'm going to tell him. I'm going to tell him. I'm going to go tell all of them that I'm like, I'm going to tell them I like it up the butt. And I'm like, don't fucking tell anybody. We live in the Midwest. Keep it to yourself. And I don't mean that to be mean, but like, you work with a bunch of rednecks, they will actually kill you. Like, do not. And then I introduced him to Mike's because we were both 21 and that was like the hot shit at the time. And he drank like a pack of that every fucking day too. And I'm like, dude, you need to relax. And it was so much. And I don't like babysitting. And I mean that in every sense of that word that you can possibly mean. Like, I don't like watching actual kids, but I don't like babysitting other people unless it's my husband, who I met literally like 2 months after I met this guy. Cause I was like, this is not it. This is not for me. Like at my grandma's 80th birthday party, he came over and I was like, that's fine. I need you to understand nothing can happen. And you need to understand that we need to show as friends. I'm like, I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm not trying to be mean. You need to understand the context of not only who my family is, like extended family, like my immediate family is like okay enough about it, but like my extended family, they are even more south. Like we live in the north, but they are very south thinking, you know. And I'm like, you need to rein it in. Like, we need to act like we're friends. I'm not trying to be mean. That we have to be careful, you know? And then literally the whole time he kept trying to touch me, and I don't mean like inappropriately, but like he just kept trying to like give me a kiss and hang on me and hug me, and like, and I kept pushing him off like politely, and I would tell him, I'm like, dude, you need to calm down. Like, you have to realize that if something happens and we don't end up, you know, dating, because we never started dating. We never were officially dating, by the way. This was still us talking. I'm like, you need to understand that if we don't work out, you don't have to deal with these people. I have to deal with these people. I have to live with this. You don't. Don't come out of grandma's birthday. Exactly. Because, like, my grandma obviously knew because she'd met the guy that I was with before. And she obviously had met the guy that went to her birthday. But I'm like, I need you to relax. Like, just, I get it. Like, we'll hang out when we get to my house. But, like, please, dear God, we are in a public space. Like, we had rented out a community building for her birthday so that she could, like, party and stuff. And like, he just didn't get it. And that was the final straw. Like, that was the final straw, was that whole situation. Babysit the bros. Jesse, why do I feel like, even though from what I don't recall you ever talking about going to college in the conventional sense, why do I feel like I could totally see you as like a dude bro, like living in a frat, but it's also somehow like not like somehow it's like slightly like not Canadian because it feels a little too north, but like a Wisconsin bro. So like you all go out and get like bacon and syrup and shit, but you still are like plastered all the time when hungover. Like, why do I feel like, well, because you said bros, and that's like the picture that just got popped into my head. No, see, and that's why, like, his whole thing about him, like, being so touchy-feely, I'm like, I appreciate what you're trying to do, dude, but, like, please, dear God, not now. Speaking of my grandma, let me see if I can find, so she used to be in a band, and this was the whole purpose of her 80th birthday, was we invited the extended family over, who were still in a band. She used to sing and stuff, and she had mastectomy. She had all kinds of heart problems, like, and she was barely able to walk because she had gone through so much shit. She fucking survived, but she was rough. I mean, she's still alive, but we were like, we really want to throw her a party. We're going to invite the family who still is in a band and all that stuff, and we're going to have like a huge get together. Like, we totally want to do this thing and have her have like a fun time like she used to. And she actually like got up and like was like dancing and stuff. She's the one with the like black hair. Like, look at her go. We were all like bawling our eyes out because she couldn't walk. Yet here she is. Look at her go. Get it, grandma. Like, oh my God. I still want to cry. But like, we were so happy because we were like, holy shit. You know, she was like getting it. And like, she even got up and was like singing and stuff too. The camera's not there we go. She was like up on the thing and like singing and shit, and I was like, holy God. She got out her accordion and she started playing the accordion while she was singing too, and I'm like, this is great, this is the best. And then I was like, we should do that again, and then the fucking pandemic happened, so we couldn't do large gatherings anymore, and I'm like, God damn it. World just had to end. I'm upset. The boys. What do you even do? What do straight guys do? Like, I don't even know what I do, so I don't know how to answer that question to myself. Like, I guess this is what I do. I don't have friends, and I don't mean that like as like, oh, I have no friends, but like I literally just don't talk to people. I just chill at home. I maybe talk to people on Discord, or like maybe I Snapchat somebody, and that's like as far as that goes. I don't go outside. That after that after that second degree burn and having to do my own fucking nursing for a month, I'm good to ever go outside again. Like, I don't even know if I still have, I used to have really bad scars on these shoulders. I think you can kind of even see some like different colors right there. I have this like permanent discoloration of a fucking tank top in my skin. I have friends, they're online. Exactly, exactly. Who needs real life friends when you have online ones? Online friends, if they piss you off, you can just stop talking to them. Can't do that with IRL friends. Sometimes you have to run into them. Did I? Oh no, I didn't. I recently made a new friend on Twitch, which I was actually kind of like. Sorry, I got a Snapchat. I recently met someone and made a friend on Twitch, which I was surprised about through streaming. And he's been helping me out quite a bit with figuring out how to make stuff better. I don't know what sentence I'm trying to say with my face because I have to burp. There we go. He's been helping me sort of like sort out like, oh, you know, improve this, do this, add this, stuff like that. Cause he's not like a huge streamer, but he's got way fucking more going on than I do. That's for sure. They find out where you live and then they show up at your house. Like, who the fuck wants that? Who wants people in their house? Dude, when we got married, speaking of, I think my sister's kind of pissed off at me about this. But like, I didn't want her here, and not because I'm trying to be mean, but like, I didn't want anybody here. Except for the people who were like absolutely necessary, which is what we did when we got married. But we literally got married right where I'm sitting. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, so here, I will even show you. So in this room, we got married right here. We got married right here because we had his cousin show up here to be the officiant in it or whatever. And it was kind of funny because our plan was to stand in front of these big windows here and get married because this overlooks a river and it's really pretty. And it was funny because she started to like get really nervous, and so she backed up to like right here into the corner and was like reading off the thing. She's like, do you take blah blah blah? So we were just kind of awkwardly like, I do. Meanwhile, the entire apartment was full with like 10 people. And they're all just sort of staring at us in this corner in front of my desk. And so I'm just like, hey, if I ever want to look back at the place that we got married, I can just look right there. Oh my god, do you know those stupid, speaking of like I was just in the area situation, the fucking, I always love those ads that people joke about all the time where it's like local singles in your area. It's like, I fucking hope not. I want to be left alone. I don't want people near me. Ew. Parents, please sit my parents. Left. When we got married, I told him, I said, look, I do you want a wedding? He said no. It's like, good. What I want is to literally just get like the papers signed, and that's all I want. I'm like, I don't want a wedding. I don't want to do anything big or fancy or extravagant or whatever. I just want to sign a document and call it a day. And he's like, that's actually exactly what I want. I'm like, perfect. So then we planned to literally just have me, him, his cousin to be the officiant, and then one of my friends from online who I've known for years. We've met in person multiple times. I wanted her here, and she's actually one of my mods on Twitch here, to be my witness. And then he was gonna get somebody to be his witness, either his other cousin. He has like 50 cousins, but like one of his other cousins, or his mom or his dad or somebody. Like we wanted it to be as small as possible. And then it ended up being like his mom and his dad came, and then his cousin did end up showing up, and then his sister, and then her boyfriend, and then his aunt. And so it was fine. Like we weren't even mad. We just didn't expect that many people to show up. And so then, but also this apartment's so fucking small. Like, oh my God, she will kill you. She lives near you. She will find you. And so we ended up going out to eat, and then that was it. And then my sister, I think, was kind of pissed off because she wasn't like invited. And I was like, yeah, we didn't expect it to turn into what it was. We were literally just planning on signing a piece of paper in front of 3 people. I'm sorry. Oh, see, where do I want to put the laser next? Because, like, I think that's more plastic down here. She's been here before. She will find a way back, too. See, I always think so, like, we've thought about like some sort of a reception or doing something even bigger now that we are like married and the world's a little bit safer to sort of go out in. But honestly, I'm just kind of like, you know, it's okay to just not. Like, we thought it would be fun, and the longer we think about it, the more that we're like, it's already done. Maybe we'll just have like a nice get together with his family that we won't even quantify as like a reception, you know? It's not about you. Exactly. So like, I always feel bad because I feel like she, oh, motherfucker. See, it broke the thing. God damn it. And I didn't even get all the parts back. Fuck. I didn't expect it to do that, motherfucker. I think she tries really hard to keep our family like together. And that sounds dramatic, but she really, I think she doesn't know this, but she wants. Did it just shoot? It did. It shot itself. She really wants our family to stay together, and I'm like, I don't care. Like, it's not that I like want bad things to happen to my family. I just don't care because some stuff has been said in the past and some shit has happened in the past that I'm at the point of like, I'm happy where I'm at. I don't need to go back and deal with that stuff ever again. Like, I would literally rather do anything but that. And so I think she's a little upset by that, or like maybe even upset might be a strong word, but I'm just like, we don't really like, I don't know how to explain it really, but she wants everybody to get along and to be, you know, this big happy family type thing. And I'm just like, that's just not going to happen. Like, so much shit has happened and too many bad things have been said that like, I don't care anymore. It's literally takes 0 energy to not. And it takes a lot of energy to can, you know. Maybe part of there and that's it. Yeah, like what, like why am I gonna go out of my way to put up with these people? There was a rough start to life. She wants to make her goal. She can do that. Exactly. She's like, I feel bad for her because she tries really hard, but she's also, I think, accidentally. She says she doesn't like drama, but she's also like kind of the problem. Like, she's not the sole problem, but she definitely does not help in any way. Like, her and my mom fight a lot, and then she's like, I just don't understand that woman. And I'm like, well, then don't talk to her. And she's like, well, I can't not talk to her. And I'm like, I don't. So what's the problem? I don't talk to her. I'm not mean to her. If she says something to me, I'll respond. But like, other than that, I don't, yeah, I don't, And then so I just didn't want her here because I knew if I invited her, then somehow my mom would know. Like, we didn't hide it from my mom. We just told her that we were going to go sign some papers. We didn't give her like a location or anything like that because we didn't want them to show up because we knew it could potentially cause problems. And not like a I object type problems, but it's our wedding day. Like, we don't want to deal with people if we don't want to. Like, that's literally what it came down to. And so then I guess my mom got upset by it. My sister got upset by it. And I'm like, guys, why do you care? And they're like, well, it was a big deal. And I'm like, was it? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, so can you explain to me why you haven't visited us in 2 years? If you guys wanted so badly to be in our lives, you need to put the effort forward. Like, you're not getting it from me. You need to put in the work. Well, that's not fair. That's how it's going to be. You either take it or you leave it. See, like, I don't even talk to my dad. Like, I'm not mean or like rude or anything like that. If he tries getting a hold of me, like, I'll be nice, but I use those like conversation killers or whatever you want to call them, where you're like, yeah, haha, LOL. Just like those little like acronyms or whatever the fuck they are like the single word responses to sort of just shut that shit down. Cause like, I'm not gonna put that effort in, man. I don't have time for that. You know what I have time for? Today's sponsor. No, I'm kidding. Dude, can you imagine if I had a sponsor? It's pizza. That's my sponsor. Like, I was at my mom's wedding. That's enough for me. I don't need anything else. Dude, can you imagine? So it's like 5 years later, somehow I managed to become like a big ass like streamer, and by big I mean I'm just fat. I still only have like 2 views, but somehow I get a sponsorship, and I'm like, and that's when I watched my entire family get slaughtered in front of me. You know what else I've seen slaughtered? Cows. And you know what they do with slaughtered cows? Well, let's ask today's sponsor, HelloFresh. For $20 a month, you too can get fresh hamburger sent to your door. And that's when I developed a severe drinking or alcohol addiction. But thanks to Grey Goose, I never ran dry. Today's stream is sponsored by Grey Goose. Oh my god. I keep burping. I don't know why. I'm out of water, and I didn't drink any soda for like 2 hours. Why am I so fucking burpy right now? Fuck. Should do like I'll be sponsored by Depends. And then someone will come in and they'll be like, hey, do you like this game? And I'll be like, well, that depends. Just like today's sponsor. Feel free to like murder me at any time. That last one was bad. That last one was real bad. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's so fucking stupid, but it's great. See, that's why I want a sponsor, not because I care about the money. I just want somebody to give me permission to make a dumb joke and get paid for it. Viewer Storm, they help get your views up. Not tokens by watching others. I got friends on here. Interesting. I will have to look into that. Cause like, well, it's been something I've been working, cause I'm like, I don't want affiliate on Twitch because I'm like, I need to be rich. I just want to have it because it feels like after doing this for 9 years, it's not, maybe not a validation, because that feels like an extreme word choice, but it just sort of like, it feels better to have that as like an accomplishment. There we go. There's the word I'm trying to think of. It feels like an accomplishment, you know? Like, I'm not like a professional by any means, but I try really hard to sort of bring some level of quality to what I do. Which is why I have done all of my own artwork and all of my own like branding and stuff like that. And if there's a problem, I try really hard to sort of resolve that problem or whatever. But I think I want to move this drone port. This bitch is in the wrong spot. But I do like to have like a certain level of quality, and that's why certain days, if I'm not feeling up to it, I just don't stream, because I'm like, well, there's nothing hinging on this, and I would rather not have like a shitty stream. And every so often I go through and I try my best to look at like where else can I improve on things without spending money, like what alerts can I improve and what sort of visual changes can I make to make things look even better, and quality, like I've upped like the quality of my streams too, like quality as in literal like 1080p 60 fps quality. I have a VODs channel, and like I've been trying to do more quote unquote networking, but that's been rough. Talking to people is rough. That was the one big piece of advice that this one guy that I had met on here a couple of weeks ago, he's like, you honestly just need to start utilizing social media more. And I'm just like, fuck, like I'm like, thanks for the advice, but fuck, I have to talk to people, because that's hard to do. And anyway, like I was saying, that was the choice. But it's definitely like, talk to the other humans, gross, right? Like that's the part that like freaks me out, is like having to talk to people, because I'm so socially awkward, and I know that there is a big problem on Twitch, especially among smaller channels and streams, of people only communicating between each other for the sake of making some sort of a deal, unspoken or otherwise, you know, like, oh, hey, we can stream together so that we can benefit off of each other's viewers, but then like there's no genuine connection or friendship between the two, and so it just feels weird. And that's something that I want to avoid as much as possible. And I don't think that would be necessarily difficult to avoid, but you know, I think it would just be weird. Oh god, my throat. Gotta bring more people in and get set up for Twitter. Oh, I tweet all the time, but when I'm live, I've been trying to use Twitter more. Also, thank you, by the way, I appreciate that. I tweet when I'm live. I forgot Instagram today, but normally I post on Instagram even. I think those are the only ones. I even have a Patreon set up. I don't use it, and I think I need to go through and like redo all the tiers, but like I have a Discord. I actually love the Discord. I don't even have all that stuff set up for the sake of like, I did it originally to look professional, but the Discord's actually kind of turned into a fun little like thing. I love just shit posting in there all the time. I think it's great. Makes me happy. I don't respond to a lot of stuff, Like, I appreciate everything people put in there, and I love looking at it. I just may not respond because I feel like it's weird for me to respond. I don't know. I'm awkward. I'm just like really awkward, you know? But I love seeing people post stuff in there, and I love posting stuff in there too. Like, it's so much fun. But I'm like, I need to start utilizing social media more than what I do, and that's the part that's like so fucking nerve-wracking, you know? Need extra help. That's why I'm like, that would be the whole like monetary part would be a nice bonus, but it's like the last thing on my mind about, you know, and that just because like to me, I'm like, I don't feel like I deserve to get paid for this shit. I make jokes about adult diapers. Like, if anything, I should be paying other people. If people are gonna pay me, they're gonna pay me to stop. If you can get a mod to do, oh, like Instagram and stuff, I've thought about it. I have a lot of ideas. I think the problem is I think I just need to keep going. Like, I've only been making a big push for affiliate since December, so it hasn't even been that long. I think it's going. It's a slow process. You know, it's not like an overnight thing. Does this still not have power? Motherfucker. I'm gonna have to move it again. I'm gonna have to move it in a way that I can like get power to this easier. So let's V. There we go. Priming machines, players, connections. Haha! So let's rotate it this way. Yes. And then we're just gonna kind of put it like there or something. Because I think we can sort of snake the power over this way in a weird way. Right? Yeah. I don't know if that'll reach. Is that gonna... Oh no, it's too short. Oh wait, I can do this. There we go. Is it gonna... There we go. Exactly. I always feel bad for my husband. He has to like put up with this shit. But he's like, well, you can stream when I'm home. And I'm like, dude, we get like an hour to we get an hour together a day. I'm not going to squander that focusing on this. If you're home, I'm going to focus on your fucking face. Not in a sexual way, but like maybe. No. I'm going to get banned. TOS who? God. Back in my day, there was I remember I've been streaming on Twitch for so long, it used to be Justin TV. That's how long I've been here. Literally back in my day. I need to get water. Hold on. One second. I will be right back. I can just run over here. It'll only take... Can I program this thing to pick up plastic? I honestly don't recall. Haven't heard that name in years. Literally. God, it's been so long. Twitch has changed so much. I'm genuinely sad though that it is now owned by Amazon. Is this? I should have one. Oh, it's probably just out and about fucking around. Okay, cool. I'm genuinely sad that Amazon owns Twitch now. Because I feel like it's, I don't know how to explain it. Something just doesn't feel right. And there have been ramblings of some shit going down with like the way that payments are done between things, and like they're gonna ramp up ads. And like I don't care about the monetary part of it, but like I don't know. Am I fucking crazy? I don't want to get like political too crazy right now, but like, am I the only one who feels like for some fucking reason in the last year specifically, just 2022 specifically, I guess 5 months, corporations have for some reason stopped caring about anything other than like income. Like I don't want to sound like some crazy conspiracy thing or whatever. It just feels like all of the sudden everything is so much more expensive. There's like 20 times more ads, products, like there's like way less of like a product in terms of like food, like subscription services are ramping up. And I know like inflation is a thing. Like I get that part of it, but like it feels like okay, so it's not just me. Because I'm like, something feels weird. Like, we all knew they were like these evil big corporations, like the unspoken thing. But like, why is it so obvious now? Like, they're not even trying to hide anymore. Because like, I'm sure everybody saw recently that whole Twitch situation that gone on. And there's a bump. Yeah, like they're shrinking packaging and they're ramping up prices, and everything's becoming a subscription service as much as they possibly can with like little work put into that product. I'm trying to think of like a thing that there's no confirmation that The Sims 5 is going to be this way, but there have been some pretty heavy-handed hints and evidence that it would be this way, that like The Sims 5 is going to be a completely online like mobile games type service thing where there's going to be tons of like microtransactions and you're going to have to pay a subscription service. And it's just like, can you just not like it definitely feels like corporations are getting to the place where they want to put in the least amount of effort for the maximum amount of profit. Because of like, there was something recently that I cannot remember what it was. An example. This wasn't what it was. There was something that actually affected me personally that really pissed me off. But like certain features in cars no longer work. Or like, I think it was like a Tesla. You have to pay a fee every month or something so that you can have like the self-driving feature. It's like, what? And then because there hasn't been any court cases pushed on this stuff, it sort of brings up the question, but how far? At what point do you stop? Because it's like, well, they didn't get the premium airbags because they didn't pay the $29.99 a month, and now they're fucking dead. You know, like something feels weird here, you know? They don't want you to own anything. That's what feels weird. Back in my day, because like I wanted to buy Photoshop like 4 or 5 years ago, and this was the exact time. Actually, this might have been longer than that, but I wanted to buy Photoshop X amount of years ago. But this was the time when Adobe outright said no more purchasing Photoshop. You have to have a subscription service going forward. And so I've never touched it since. I've always been using the free version, which is called GIMP, GIMP. And then there is a video editing software that they want you to buy the product for like $400 that I use. I've never purchased it, but I have been using the free trial for like 7 years. I'm like, I could probably pay for it at this point, but I don't have that money to fork out. But from what I recall, they're now a subscription service, so I have to keep using this older version of the software. Yeah, you either charge me full price or like a sale price. You charge me like a one-time fee. I will buy this and then I will literally never pay you again until you release another product that is innovative and maybe not so much necessary as much as it sort of alleviates some issues that it may have been having, but it cannot replace the product I already purchased unless it's like 10 years down the line or something. Like, I'm not going to sit there and buy like Photoshop 2.4. I don't know what Photoshop version they're on now, but and then I'm not going to buy Photoshop 3.1. Like, I'm not going to keep buying that product. Exactly. I want to own what I pay for. And like, I get why subscription services exist, and I think they have their place. Like, I understand why somebody would want a subscription service to like Apple Music. I understand the intentions for Spotify. I just think it's too expensive, but that's just my personal thing. But I get why people want subscription services because they have their time and their place. But something that is a physical object should not have a subscription service. And video games, unless they are an online multiplayer game, and even then that's hit and miss, shouldn't. Like, one of the best examples of something that sort of works in a good and bad way is Fallout 76. One-time purchase. I got it on sale for $10. One-time purchase. All future DLC is free. If you want to pay for cosmetics, you can. Now, they have some scummy stuff in there. I'm not saying it's perfect, but I would rather like pay for something once and play the fuck out of your game and recommend it to all my friends than have to sit there and pay for like tons and tons and tons of monthly payments, and then I don't tell anybody to buy your game because I'm going to sit there and be like, yeah, no, don't play this, it's expensive. Maybe you buy the base and then you pay the sub for extra, but just a sub service? No. Exactly. I'm like, so like, this is why I've never gotten into World of Warcraft, even though I have had the biggest fucking, like, I don't know what to call it. Like, I've wanted so badly to to play World of Warcraft for years, but literally the thing that has been keeping me from doing it is because you pay for it every month. I thought, excuse me, I thought it worked like a different game that I used to play, where you either buy the expansions and areas once and have them forever, or you pay for the monthly service. And that's not how that works. That is not how that game works. And so I was like, oh, well, interesting. So then I've never touched World of Warcraft because I don't want to pay not only for the expansions, but also the like $15 a month. Also, fuck Blizzard. Fuck Blizzard. Fuck you, chicken strips. I haven't played RuneScape in years, dude. I, honest to God, played RuneScape back, like, God, when did RuneScape come out? Like, I don't want to sound like one of these people, but Escape release 2001. I've probably been playing since like maybe 2003. I mean, I don't play anymore, but that's how long ago. And I had the free version. I didn't pay for shit. Also, yeah, like, what happens if I like get my leg cut off and I can't work anymore and I can't afford a subscription service? Am I just never allowed to play your game again? The answer is yes. Which is fucked, by the way. Just gone. Oh, dude, I would cry. Like, this is why I want so badly to... What am I doing? Did I put a laser up here? Where did I put that thing? Playing in like 2004 too. Dude, that was the best. The old RuneScape was so good. That's why I genuinely don't anticipate myself spending any money or buying The Sims 5 without significant proof that it can function without being online and it's not a subscription service. If it is a subscription service, I will never buy it or pay for it, I guess. I don't know how that sentence is supposed to fall out of the mouth, but if it is a subscription service, it is never getting touched. If it is a one-time purchase with online features, I will consider, as long as I don't have to constantly be online. But if there is sort of this like proof or sort of thing, I don't know what else to call it, but if there's like this thing where it's like you have to be online at all times, which The Sims 4 is kind of that way right now. When Origin freaked out the other day, I couldn't play The Sims and I almost had to cancel my stream. That really grinds my gears. I've been in love since. Dude, I wish I could play RuneScape. Isn't there like a vintage version of it, like the 2007 RuneScape or whatever, where it's like the actual old good version? Man, I wish I had my old account. I need my level 99 fire making skill, and that's the only skill. Everything else is at like 4. Yeah, let's clean this side up first. Actually, should we... Let's clean up behind us first. I'm gonna turn this on because I want to be able to put some like stuff back here, like there. Yeah, let's sort of just that way. L9 isn't a safe space for kids. That's the thing. Is like, how do you sort of age gate that? I wish I understand why they've been going in the direction that they've been going, but I wish that The Sims would pull back their sort of safety a little by one rating. I don't know how drastic the rating system is. I think it's gotten a lot more aggressive in the last couple years. I miss The Sims when it was like rated teen and not just PG-13 or whatever, you know? Like, I want my old version of Sims back when I can watch someone fucking die. Like, give me the slightly adult version of The Sims back. Lost my account because I can't access my old Hotmail. Oh, shit. You want to know how old my account was? I didn't even have an email when I first started playing RuneScape. That's how old my account used to be. And that's how I know that shit does not exist anymore. Don't. Okay, good. I was scared it was gonna like clip into this. I was about to be really sad. I got mods for death and violence. How would mods even work? Too, you know, like, is the modding community just fucking dead? Because I don't use mods, but I can appreciate people who do use CC and mods. Does that just not exist anymore? You know, are you just killing that whole community? And how it up? I am here. Yes, hello. Dirty. This is dirty. It's okay. We're all pervs in our own way. If honest to God, I don't want to, I'm going to be very careful with the words that I'm about to say. I am not a person who partakes of adult things in regards to videos and photos, if that makes sense. However, if I had the skills So help me, I would become one of those fucking Twitter artists who gets paid out the ass to do that. Nothing against furries, not for me, but if I had to sit here and draw that all day, so help me God, I will. I don't care if I don't like it. I will get paid to do that. If I had the skills, believe me, would I utilize them? Keep it a natural. It's just never been a thing for me. I don't know. It's not that it's like a prude thing. I've just like, even when I was in my first relationship, I was like, well, why would I when I can just person, you know? And now that I'm married, I'm like, yeah, extra, why would I? Like, I get why other people would, but for me personally, I've just never been, even when I was single. Either in real life or not at all. Also, yes, like shit, man. Dude, he has made, I have seen some shit. Like, listen, so if you want context to how I was raised as a child, I knew what the website rotten.com was when I was like 3, or whenever that website was like mainstream. Like, and I'm not exaggerating, we've never not had internet, and I've always known what adult stuff was, like drugs and how babies were made. I've never not known about that stuff. And so I think that's part of it, because I'm like, well, there's no like taboo to this, like it's a thing. Someone faking it? No! Which is so funny. Like, 10, it was horrible. Like, I have seen some shit, and so like some of the stuff that I see that like sometimes will randomly pop up because of the people that I follow on like Twitter, or like, and I don't even follow that weird of people, but it's like, oh, this other person follows, like, because Twitter feels fucking the need to recommend what other people are following instead of showing me the shit that I follow. Sometimes stuff will pop up, and I have like, I don't, no disrespect to anybody by any means, but you can tell without looking at the person's like actual name or account, where they'll usually have like an 18 plus. If you look at certain art styles or the way that people take a photo, even if it's fully clothed, you can tell that there is some not safe for work stuff hiding behind that. Like, if you open up their profile, before you even open it. And I'm just nosy as a person, and every time I'm like, oh, I bet there's porn in there, and I open it and I'm like, ha, I fucking knew it, and then I close it. Yeah, stop. Yeah, why the fuck does Twitter do that? I don't care what other people are doing. I only care about the people I follow. There are certain art styles though, like I think it's the posing. Because if somebody who typically takes photos for like OnlyFans and stuff, which again, nothing wrong with this, I just think it's funny. The way that you can tell is like, it's the posing. Sometimes they'll sort of angle it a little bit, or they'll pose their body in a certain way where like it almost looks like if they didn't have clothes on, it would be like an average, like a run-of-the-mill, like generic, like nudie photo, you know? And it's the same way with like artists. It's the posing. You can tell. And I find it absolutely hilarious. Like they'll usually, if it's like a girl, she'll have like the top down, or she'll have like, you know, like it's the location where there's maximum viewage of here and back here, you know? Or she'll actually stand like this, like, you caught me. Oh no. Like, Excuse me. Like that's it's funny to me. It's funny. But like some of the art and stuff that I've seen that like pops up is just like, I'm just like, no kink shaming to anybody, but that's what you decided to be into. Or you paid somebody to draw that. Choices, to each their own, but not for me. The thought filter, dude, that's why like I don't post on Instagram anymore. Like I should probably start posting on Instagram again. But it's kind of funny because you can, oh god, you know what, the ones that like okay, these are the ones that actually like, I don't want to say upset me as much as like, I don't know how to like verbalize what my thoughts are on this, other than there are certain individuals that may or may not, like, how do I explain it without being like, I don't want to sound offensive, but like I feel like there's not really a way around it. What is it with gay people, specifically guys 25 and up, who utilize filters so heavily on their eyes? Like they make their eyes like white, like white, like bleached white, and they will make their eyes unnaturally blue, and they will edit it so that their eyes are like bigger or something, but they won't touch anything else. They don't airbrush, nothing else. It's just the eyes. Maybe they'll do some like cheek contouring, or maybe they'll do some lip stuff, but like outside of this little window right here, nothing else gets touched. And so it just looks so bad. Like it looks unnatural, and it looks really bad. Their brown eyes bleached white too. Honestly, probably. It's like an anime filter, but you can tell they did it by hand because the shape of their eyes are all wonky and stuff. Like, oh, I saw one the other day. It was so bad. And then here's the funniest part too. There was like 3 photos of this guy who had done this. Like he had 3 like face on, like, like photos. And then the 4th one was him looking completely away. Just like, like eyes closed, looking away. And I'm like, yeah, you can only have 2 different angles, directly on or looking the fuck away. You can't have some offset angle, because then you can't do your Photoshop, can you? Then you can't do your Facetune. And then, like, I swear to God, these are also the same people who are like, we should stop using filters. It's bad for our mental health. And it's like, I literally saw what you posted yesterday. Like, okay, I know how to bleach my brown eyes. You just get a bottle of bleach, and then you just oh my god, just screw it in there. Like, you know, you unscrew the cap, and then it fits, like the threads are like the same. You just kind of, and then you do you did like a handstand or like a headstand for a couple minutes, and then you know, jump back down. I wonder if I still have a photo. Because like, it's one thing to use a photo filter to change a color or to adjust the brightness, or because like sometimes it's overexposed, underexposed. Sometimes you want to have like a different color going on that's a little more interesting, like rainbow filters and stuff. Things that add some sort of artistic value is different than somebody who sits there and like Facetunes themselves to hell. Because I think that one is, oh my god, I'm sorry. One, it's just unnecessary and it looks weird, but also it's just like, I feel bad for these people because I'm like, you can tell that they're insecure and it's kind of sad. Like, and I don't want that to sound mean, but like, it reminds me of the same kind of people. Like, this is totally my sister, by the way, where they will like, they'll complain about being single and that, oh, the right one's just not out there, but then they're always fighting with somebody, or they're always being like, well, his hair was too long and his skin was too greasy and his left arm was shorter than his right one and his left foot was actually a third leg or a third arm and his penis was too small but his balls were too big. And it's like, I get that you have some stuff to sort out. You should probably lay off the dating for a minute. It sucks. They hate themselves. Exactly. Like, I feel bad because I'm like, dude, nobody cares. Like, nobody cares. At the end of the day, nobody cares other than that person. Because if somebody like fucking, oh God, who's like a famous person that I can, like, if Steve Buscemi can get married and get laid, we all can. And that's not me trying to be mean about Steve Buscemi. He's a great actor. But if he can get it, we can all get it. Like, there's someone out there. It just might take some time, but it's possible. Dude, I've seen some busted ass people though. Where I came from, meth is a problem. And if those assholes can get it, we're all good. We're all, if teeth optional is a thing, you good. You know, the less teeth, actually, if you're a girl and you want to be with a guy, that might actually be a benefit. I don't know. I don't know what you want out of life. You just got to have your food pre-matched. It's okay. Just eat. Just eat. Just eat applesauce all the time. Where's this photo that I'm trying to find? I swear I sent a photo to somebody of me drinking bleach. And I know that's a weird sentence. The cap was on. Maybe it was this person. I bet it was. But I don't think. No, I think she got rid of all of her stuff. Yeah, because we're not. Oh, no. Oh, no, it just took it a second to load. Weird. God, I look weird in a button up. I just don't think I look good in any clothing or out of clothing. I just look bad in general. But like, I have yet to sort of find a style that really fits me as a person. I swear I had a photo. Maybe I don't. Unless I saved it to my phone. Oh, no. I was right. Like, caps on. Don't actually drink bleach, but that's a mood every day. Teeth in or teeth out tonight. Exactly. Oh, the baby. I miss my mom's dog so much. Like, look at this cute bitch. Look at this cute little shit fuck. His dumb fucking face with his fucking fluffy tail. I love this dog so goddamn much. I wish he loved me back, but he's a husky, so he can't love anything other than himself. And that is fair. That's huskies. Look at this fucker. I caught him sneezing once. Look at his dumb fucking face. Look how stupid he looks. He's beautiful. Camera, can you please like focus? Camera, please. Camera. There we go. Look at his dumb face. I love him so much. Like, you got any games on your phone? Look at him. He's so cute. He used to speak a lot, but I did teach him how to play hide and seek. So look at him. He's like trying to find me. And then I jumped out and was like, boo. And he's like, oh, fuck. He's so cute. He was really sassy though, too. Like, I used to take photos of this bitch all the time when I lived with my parents. Like, he just likes to chill, but he's also like chaotic as all fuck, which is great. Look, the sass. Look at the sass. He doesn't give a shit. He doesn't want to be there. He's like, look, I was taking a nap and you fucking woke me up for this. You shit, you fuck. He's just so cute. Also, what's this chill lighting? Yeah. Do I have another? Yeah, look. He literally wants nothing to do with me in this photo. Look at him. He's like, can you not touch the merchandise? Thank you. I'm a very important puppy. This is for celebrities only, and you're not on the list. Like, look at him. He wants nothing to do with me. God, I miss being skinny. I used to be really skinny though. I was like death's door skinny. I want it back. I want people to be worried about me. That was a reference to a comedy show. If anybody knows who it is, good for you. Huskies are smart. And that's why they're like shitheads. Because they know that they know. Like they're so smart. And they are just so goddamn fucking sass. Like, I don't even know how to explain. They're too smart for their own good, I swear to God. We don't, man. I love dogs. I love cats, though, too. If I could have a pet, I would. Jared doesn't really like dogs that much. Like, there are a couple of exceptions, but we ran into this problem, or we run into this problem where I don't want to take care of the dog in terms of like the bathroom situation. And neither does he. So like we can't have a dog, but that's also the same reason that we can't have a cat, because neither one of us want to clean up after it. So we have decided it's best to not torture an animal and to just observe from a distance. Because, like, there are people out there who are willing to put up with, like, you know, cleaning up after it, picking up after it, etc., etc. That's just not something that, at least at this time, that we want to fuck with. And it's the same reason that we're never going to have kids, other than, like, they scream. Is, like, I know I would not be a good mother, so, like, nah. Went to a cat cafe. They fucking have one here. And I want to go so bad. Okay, so question. Is it normal that you have to pay to go to a cat cafe? Like, do you have to get tickets or whatever? Because the one here is that way, but I think that's just because the world ended and they want to be safe with, like, not trying to make people sick and stuff. You have to get a ticket to go in, and it's like $10 a person. Like, that doesn't include the cost of coffee and stuff, too. And I'm like, that seems a bit steep, but this is like an animal shelter. So like, I'm totally down to pay that price. Evidence by the kids outside. It's normal. Interesting. Cause I've never been, but I would love to go. Like I would love to go. Like I always love when people post, like I made that pet spam channel and it like, oh my God, I cry every time. I love cows. Like, I love cows so much. And I love cats and dogs. And, okay, Jared doesn't like these. He thinks they're weird. He's like, they're just giant rats. But I think capybaras are so cute. They're just like giant guinea pigs. Not too many are there at once. Okay, that makes sense. Because, like, every time I've tried to, like, look at even potentially booking just as like a whim or whatever, it's usually booked out so that we can't go together. They're like, oh, there's only one spot left, and I'm just like, oh fuck. If we're gonna go, I want to go together, you know. I don't want to have to go separate. Capybaras they don't give a fuck. They're just there to vibe. What I want. That's what I aspire to be. A capybara. Capybara. Also, can Instagram stop recommending me Minecraft stuff? I don't even like, I don't hate Minecraft, but like, I'm not, you know what I want to see on my Instagram? You know what I want to see on Instagram? This. I want to see this. I want to see this. I want to see this. I don't want to see this. I want nothing to do with this. I want the pandas, maybe this, This for sure. Definitely this. Maybe these. I don't know. But like, I want to see the cute shit, you know? Show me the cats and the dogs. I don't want the Minecraft stuff. Drag Race is okay too, I guess. And maybe that. But like, show me the cute animals. Instagram offends me. Trying to test me. I always love going to the Explore tab and looking at other people's animals. I'm not friendly to anybody. I always feel bad because I have this problem where I'm like super reserved, you know. Gotta call it a night. No, I should probably get skiddly dip and do that day and as well. I just realized it's 11 and I need to like do laundry and shit. So let's go ahead and save. Let's go ahead, do this. Overridden, exit. Let me cut here. Oh my god, the game is so loud. And go like that. All right. So I'm gonna get going. I should hopefully be back tomorrow, barring any physical health issues and whatnot. But yeah, thanks for everybody who stopped by. Hope you all have a great night. And I will see you all next time.